My next guest has only one name, Iman, but we know her as many different people. Iman, the actress, Iman, the wife of David Bowie, and Iman, the supermodel sensation. From her first assignment for Vogue in 1977, Iman was a face that could not be forgotten. Today, she considers herself too curvy and too mature for the new waif look and has given up modeling. You don't count lines or anything like it?
I look at them, but I don't count them.
You have said you have hips. I don't see them.
They are there. Complaints, right? We have to complain. It's part of being a woman. You complain all the time.
Nobody else but Iman has ever complained about her 34, 20, 35 measurements. Certainly not when her feline figure was slinking down the runways of Paris and New York. During those walks, Iman was known to emit a low, throaty purr.
We don't get many presidential assassins.
We didn't kill.
Whether Iman is acting or modeling, there is an air of mystery about her. Adding to the mystery is the rumor that she was a princess plucked from the jungles of Africa. There were these stories about you being found in the bush. You were this exotic African creature.
Yes.
And the fact was you were seen walking down the streets of Nairobi.
Exactly.
By this photographer who said you should be a model. Why didn't you set the record straight from the beginning?
Oh, I did. I did. I set the record straight from the day I arrived in America. I had a press conference where there were 65 journalists from all over the world there addressing the questions to the photographer like I didn't speak a word of English, like Jungle Bunny, you know? But the thing is this, I raised my voice and I spoke in English and I told them that they can address it to me, and I totally, you know, blew the whole story apart.
Do you think you would have made more money as a model if you had not been black, even though you were exotic and made a lot?
Oh, yeah. Because I was exotic, I made a lot. So I was not something that they knew from the girl next door. So it was very easy for them to label me beautiful rather than sassy and sexy and that. I was beautiful, and that's very graceful, you know what I'm saying? But I don't fall for that because, you know, in the long run, when I go outside of the studio and I hail a taxi in New York, they pass me by because I'm just another black girl. Doesn't matter. Iman, who speaks 5 languages, is the daughter of a Somali ambassador. When she was a teenager, she fled Somalia when a military dictator took power. In 1992, when 1 million Somalis faced starvation, Iman returned with the International Red Cross.
Good evening, good evening. Okay, Iman.
She visited her uncle and his family. They were surprised to see her. In Somalia, she is renowned for her achievements in the West. You know, a lot of people make money and they walk away from everything. You've educated your siblings.
Yes.
You've taken care of your family. Why?
If I was given an opportunity and was a chosen one to be given an opportunity, I could not separate myself because what was so special about me that wasn't special about anybody else. So that was my way of saying thanks.
Can you consider yourself pretty when you were growing up?
No.
Do you consider yourself pretty now?
No, I'm interesting. I don't consider myself beautiful. I'm very interesting.
Pretty much gave up runway modeling and modeling 5 years ago.
Yes.
Modeling brought you what, but what did it take away from you?
It brought me a sense of style. I've traveled a lot. I made a lot of money. So that was in one way beneficial. What it takes away from you is that you start at an early age and you become very self-centered.
What if your daughter came to you? She's 15.
16.
Or 16.
Yes.
Has she come to you and said, Mom, I'm tall.
She is.
I know she's gorgeous.
She is.
I'd like to try modeling.
There's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of pitfalls. So I will give out the hard, you know, the hard statements, the hard facts of it. But definitely, I'll, you know, whatever she wants to do, she has
she
to do.
shown any interest?
Absolutely not. Thank God.
Iman's daughter is from her first marriage to basketball star Spencer Haywood. Today, the man Iman is devoted to is pop icon David Bowie. They married 2 years ago.
I find it fascinating that you say, I married David Jones and not David Bowie. Why is that important?
I didn't marry David Bowie. I mean, I rarely know David Bowie. I know David Jones, but I refuse to be called Mrs. Jones now.
Why is that?
Because I can't see myself as Mrs. Jones. I refuse. So I can be called Iman Bowie, but not Jones.
You all got married twice.
We did one because it's the civil. It's like going to for
Justice of the
for
Peace.
Justice of the Peace and all that. And the other one was a celebration. So we celebrate both. And then we also celebrate the day we've met, which is October 14th. So every 14th of the month we celebrate.
You two
It's
are
very
so in
romantic.
love.
Yes, it is.
They seem perfectly matched. Bowie, like Iman, also plays exotic creatures. And like Iman, he sashayed into the spotlight wearing women's clothes and makeup. But rumors persist that Bowie is a gender bender offstage as well as on. Bowie's ex-wife said she caught him in bed with Mick Jagger.
Weren't you concerned about those kind of reports dealing with whether or not he was bisexual? Weren't you concerned about that?
No, I think we all have done things in our lives that we're not very proud of. I don't necessarily believe also what people write.
When he first met you, the story goes that he was sitting at the table already after he looked at you, picking out the names for your children.
Yes.
Are you all going to have a family?
Starting next year, if God willing. Yeah.
At the age of 40?
At the age of 40, there you go. At the age of 40. That would be my celebration. I'll be a mother at the age of 40, hopefully.
You're more likely to see Iman at a JCPenney store these days than on a runway. That's where she's promoting her makeup and skincare products for women of color.
This is a pressed powder. Pressed powder.
This summer, she launched her products on a 12-city tour. She's working 14-hour days while maintaining the impeccable image people expect to see.
Because there's a lot of colors that fashion magazines and beauty magazines apply it on, African-American women. It makes a great photograph, a dark-skinned girl wearing a fuchsia lipstick. I don't see that many walking around in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't wear fuchsia lipstick, but Iman and her makeup artist, Byron Barnes, asked me if I wanted a makeover.
I want the long legs, the skin, the hair, everything. I want to look like her.
So Byron brushed, he stroked, he colored, and he curled, and performed a makeover miracle.
That color is, I love my eyes.
So what you lining with?
Cute.
I couldn't believe it. I asked anchor Richard Belcher.
What do you think?
Very nice. It's you. Oh, absolutely.
Don't ruin my makeup.
Great. I would never question a newsman's objectivity. But I had one more burning question for Iman.
Yeah, should I color my hair?
No, whatever thing that you think is the thing that you want to change is what's great about you.
Oh.
But I think your hair color is beautiful. I don't think you should change it.
Okay. So do you think I listened to her advice? No way. I changed my hair color, got rid of the gray. And did you notice she wasn't born blonde either?